We raise our hands, pour out our hearts, and ask Allah for our needs, our hopes, and our worries. But then comes the waiting. We wonder, did Allah hear me? Will my prayer be answered? This is a feeling many of us experience. The truth is, Allah always hears your prayers. He is Al-Samir, the all-hearing. Every single dua you make, whether aloud or whispered in your heart, reaches Him. The question isn't if He hears, but how He answers. And sometimes we miss the signs because we're looking for a specific outcome, when Allah might be answering in a different, even better way. So how can you know if Allah has answered your prayer? How can you feel that connection, that certainty that your dua has reached its destination? Today, we're going to explore 3 clear signs that Allah has heard your prayer and is in the process of answering it, or has already answered it in a way you might not expect. The first sign, an inner feeling of peace and calm. Imagine you're facing a huge problem. Maybe it's a financial struggle, a family issue, a health worry, or a decision you need to make. You feel stressed, anxious, and burdened. Then you make dua. You pour your heart out to Allah, asking for help, guidance, or a solution. After you finish your prayer, a shift happens within you. That knot of anxiety in your stomach starts to loosen. The heavy feeling on your chest begins to lift. You suddenly feel a deep sense of peace, a tranquility you didn't have moments before. It's not that the problem has disappeared physically, but your reaction to it has changed. You feel a quiet assurance, a calm certainty that things will be okay, that Allah will take care of it. This feeling, this inner peace, is a powerful sign from Allah. It's called sakina in Arabic, and it means tranquility or calmness that Allah sends down into the hearts of His believers. It's a message directly from Him, telling you, I have heard your prayer, trust in me, do not worry. This peace isn't just a random good feeling. It's Allah removing the worry from your heart and replacing it with tawakkul, a deep, unwavering trust in Him. You might not see the solution yet, but you feel that the answer is coming, or that Allah has already planned the best outcome for you. It's like a soft embrace from the divine, letting you know you are not alone and your plea has been received. When you feel this peace after making a dua, hold on to it. It's a beautiful sign that Allah is with you and working things out. The second sign, doors start to open and paths become clear. Sometimes Allah answers your prayers not with a sudden dramatic event, but with a series of smaller, subtle changes that begin to shift your situation. You might be praying for a new job, for a way out of debt, for healing, or for guidance in a relationship. And then you start to notice things. Suddenly, an opportunity comes your way that you weren't expecting. You receive a phone call from someone who can help you. You meet a new person who has exactly the advice you needed. A resource becomes available that was previously out of reach. It feels like doors that were once closed are now slowly opening, and paths that seemed blocked are now becoming clear. For example, if you prayed for financial relief, you might suddenly find a new client, get a raise, or receive an unexpected gift. If you prayed for guidance in a decision, you might encounter an article, a sermon, or a conversation that gives you the clarity you needed. These aren't always big, flashy miracles. Often, they are quiet, consistent movements that lead you towards the answer. This sign requires you to be observant and aware. Don't just look for the final outcome you asked for. Look for the steps Allah is putting in place to get you there. He is the best of planners. He might be orchestrating events, bringing people into your life, or inspiring you with ideas, all as a direct response to your dua. It's like Allah is setting up the pieces on a chessboard, moving them into place to bring about the best result for you. So pay attention to the small coincidences, the unexpected help, and the new opportunities that arise after you've made a heartfelt prayer. These are Allah's quiet ways of saying, your prayer is being answered. The third sign, prevention of harm or removal of a hidden difficulty. This is perhaps the most overlooked and profound way Allah answers our prayers. We often focus on what we gain when our prayers are answered, but sometimes the answer is in what we don't experience. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us that no Muslim makes a dua that does not result in one of three things. Either their prayer is answered immediately, or Allah saves them from some difficulty, or the reward for that prayer is stored up for them in the hereafter. This third point is crucial. Sometimes you might pray for something and it doesn't happen. You might feel disappointed thinking your prayer wasn't answered. But what you don't realize is that Allah, in His infinite wisdom, might have prevented something worse from happening to you, or removed a difficulty that you didn't even know was coming your way. Imagine you prayed for a specific job, but you didn't get it. You were sad. But then, a few months later, you hear that the company went bankrupt or that the job environment was toxic. Allah, in His mercy, saved you from that hardship. Or perhaps you prayed for good health and you don't notice any immediate change, but Allah might have diverted a potential illness or accident that was destined for you. Allah knows what is best for us, even when we don't. He sees the hidden dangers, the difficult paths, and the negative outcomes that we are blind to. So when your prayer seems unanswered, reflect on any difficulties that might have been averted, any problems that seem to resolve themselves without your direct effort, or any troubles that simply didn't materialize. This sign teaches us to trust in Allah's wisdom completely. His answers are not always a yes to our exact request. Sometimes the answer is, I have protected you from something worse, or I have replaced your request with something far better, which you will understand later. This is why maintaining shukr, gratitude, even when things don't go as planned, is so important. Allah's protection and care are among His greatest answers to our dua. So when you make dua, remember these three signs. Look for that inner peace, watch for the opening doors and paths, and reflect on the difficulties Allah might have removed or prevented. Every dua you make is heard, and Allah answers in the way that is best for you, in His perfect time. Keep praying, keep hoping, and keep trusting in Allah, for He is Al-Mujib, the responder to prayers. May Allah accept all your righteous supplications.